Hello, everyone. Welcome to Metalheads Media. This is Dan Hughesingay. Today with us, Priya Panda,
Priya.
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 Sorry, I'm so sorry. I should have asked before I started. Priya Panda, lead vocalist from band Diemonds. Thank you so much for joining. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Anytime, man.
All right. So, all right. Well, what I like to start off the interview with is a segment I love to call Fast Flying Q&A. I'm just going to ask you some quick questions here and just kind of wrap it off the answers for me.
All right.
All right. What is your favorite movie or book, or both?
My favorite movie is probably Wayne's World. Wayne's World 2, the whole series. But my favorite book, I don't know. These days I'm reading all of the rock autobiographies. I really liked the Blobby Blotzer one, actually.
Okay, I haven't read that one. I did read the Stephen Piercy one. That one was
Nice.
good. Yeah, that was
That was
good.
good.
Favorite drink of choice?
Tea? Black tea.
Black tea. All right. Do you add anything to it? Lemon or sugar?
Um, Maple syrup
Oh, wow.
sometimes.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Your favorite treat or dessert?
Anything chocolate, brownie, brownie ice cream, brownie, just
There you go.
chocolate on chocolate.
Love it. Your first concert.
Bush, 1997, and at the Molson Amphitheater in Toronto.
Okay. And first album that you bought with your own money.
Technically, my sister and I, with their piggy bank, we bought Sexy Cool by TLC. But for real, when I got my own job, my first purchase was Double Platinum by Kiss.
Okay. Excellent. Can't go wrong with that. I think mine was probably GNR Lies.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
when I was probably like 8 years old. I don't know how the person sold it to me, but all right. What was your first job?
I worked at a department store, a discount department store, kind of like a Target in Canada called Sellers. It doesn't even exist anymore, but everyone who's Canadian will remember it for sure. But that was my first like main real job.
Okay. How about your high school celebrity crush?
Macaulay Culkin,
Yep. Hey.
probably. I
Hey.
think everyone knew that.
Yeah. Okay. What was the least favorite subject in high school for you?
Oh man, all of them. I didn't like school. I did really well in school, but I didn't like it at all. But probably calculus. Absolutely awful. I had to take it twice
Oh
in
boy.
summer school too because I failed.
I, yikes. Yikes. All right. But you got your GED. You passed, right?
I
Or
yeah, I had I got graduated high school with honors and went to
wow.
university and all that stuff. So
Congratulations. I did not know that.
I don't know. School's pretty useless. I would say that whole '80s stay in school thing, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure that I believe that it's that important.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right. Hey, that's right. What is an insect or bug that you are most afraid of?
Um, but snakes. I mean, it's not really on the same. It's not doesn't answer the question that you asked me. But I'm not that scared of bugs. Like
Okay.
snakes terrify me though.
Snakes. Okay.
I think that's multi generational. My grandma hates snakes. My mom hates snakes. I'm not a big fan either.
All right. I don't care for them either. If I see them when I'm doing the lawnmower, I'll just go for them, try to run them over.
Oh no.
Right. Sorry for the animal lovers. I know. Um, what is the best advice someone has ever given you?
Just like something basic, like stop, don't give a shit what other people think, and you know, forge your own path, and it might not look the same as somebody else's, but it's going to be, what serves you and gets you where you want to go.
All right. Perfect. Those are all the questions that I have for you. So thank you so much for flying with us on this segment. Much appreciated.
You got it.
All right. So recently, you guys announced Diemonds are reuniting. So what are the plans for Diemonds in 2026?
I mean, we sort of reunited. We had one show at Hell's Heroes in Houston, Texas, which is one of the biggest like underground metal festivals in the U.S. So our guitar player Daniel had a connection with the festival. I saw him play one of the first years with Exciter because he's in that band too, and ever since then the festival has grown and they've kind of been asking us and we've kind of been chatting with them over the last few years and it finally happened. As for future stuff, we don't have anything in the books at the moment, but um, things that would be fun for us would be a hometown show in Toronto or Montreal, which we always had a huge, connection with that city as well. They're rockers, they're metalheads. We have fun there. Um, and things like that we did in the past, like the Monsters of Rock cruise or Rocklahoma, would be so fun
Right.
to revisit. But I'm not sure. I mean, I can't really announce, I suppose,
Okay.
what's going on because we haven't booked anything or confirmed anything
Okay.
that's been advertised yet.
Perfect. But if the phone rings, you guys are answering.
We're definitely. Does anyone use the phone anymore? I think when
Yeah.
people send us an email, we are responding. It's been a few years, but we are like taking offers and
Okay.
considering.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to hear what's in the plans. Um, are you guys doing any writing for a new album?
I wouldn't say that we are writing. We've talked about doing that too. Me and Cece, our guitar player, were the primary songwriters in the band. He still lives in Toronto. I don't. So it would be a big change because we used to get in the room together and and work on stuff. It's not off the table. It's something that we always talk about. At least writing a single or something, just because when you're a creative person, it's hard to just put it all down one day. So it's not off the table, but it's not happening at the moment either.
Okay. All right. So, um, so you guys, like I said, we you guys reunited. So back in, was it 2018, after you released your self-titled album? That's when you guys shortly broke up after that, then,
Um,
or
I
stopped?
mean, I don't think we ever really broke up or we had any plans to go one way or the other with it.
Okay.
I don't think that that's officially ever happened. It's just we kind of stopped taking offers. We used to tour a lot. Like we just used to get in the van, spend weeks on the road, and I think people started going in different directions. We all got older. I moved to LA. That was the huge change because everyone, still lived in Toronto. Daniel now lives in Los Angeles, and I
Okay.
don't. So we were all kind of scattered. Everyone has other things that they enjoy to do and are doing. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I wouldn't say that we broke up, but we kind of just stopped getting in
Stop.
the van. Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, how about for you? Are you looking at other projects, solo stuff, or anything else since, or were you writing during that time?
I did some solo stuff. I wrote with actually a guy that we used to write with a lot for Diamonds, named Dejan Martineau. He moved to Los Angeles eventually from Toronto. So it was just a continuation of always writing with him. Um, but we totally changed style. It's more of like an 80s pop direction. I never performed it. I moved to LA right before everything kind of shut down, and LA took that shutdown very seriously. So there wasn't a lot of live music. There wasn't a lot of like moving around in the city, and I don't know, it just kind of lost steam.
Hmm.
I
Wow.
never put out the album that we made, so I don't know if I ever will because it's been a while and I'm not that. It's been almost 10 years since I wrote that album, so I'm not that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not that connected to it as I was at that time.
Yeah.
Not saying that I wasn't proud of what we did, but it was a huge change in direction, and I'm not sure that
Yeah.
I'm ready to put that out anymore.
No, that's something that you can always keep as well. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, so yeah.
Yep. Yep. Well, tell me a little bit how you got your inspiration to become a lead vocalist.
I mean, I love rock and roll music since I was a kid. Like the Beatles were one of the first bands I got into, and as I got older, I was all into like Hole and Guns N' Roses and Kiss, of course. I'm a huge Kiss fan. And it was just like something that I always felt, you know, was in my back pocket, but I didn't think it could be a reality. I mean, it's not that hard to be a lead singer. All you got to do is put a band together and work your ass off. So anyone can do anything they want, really. And so I kind of envisioned doing it from a young age, and it just kind of became reality, and in time.
Great. Did you do like talent shows and things like that in your hometown or
Not, no, not
no?
really. I mean, I did audition for the talent show. I never made it
Okay.
because I don't really think I have a traditional singing voice, or I don't think I even have traditional singing talents. I kind of just do what I do the way I do it. And
Yeah.
the thing with rock music is there's a space for all kinds of different, voices and personalities and
Absolutely.
passion. I think that's what comes through. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that kind of goes with through all your albums. I mean, you guys have got a lot of different styles going on. You know, you got the punk, you got the fast, you got this, you know, speed metal. You got everything. Um,
Yeah. We drew from all kinds of like heavy music, rock music. Like that's what we like, but we all kind of brought different influences to the table. Like all bands, we had an overall vision, but we always were also like a good song's a good song, and if we like it, then maybe somebody else will like it. And um, we weren't that concerned about genre being genre specific, I think.
Good. Yeah. I first got introduced to you guys when I got an email promo for your second album, and I was working with Sleaze Rocks at the time, and I the image what drew me in first. You know, I love the album cover, and once I got to listen to it, I was just blown away. Had to write a review. Oliver loved it, and just he was very thankful that I got to write for you guys because I know he's very supportive of your band as well.
Yeah, Olivier has been a huge support of the band. He's a Toronto guy, or at least Ontario guy. Pretty sure he lives in Toronto because he was at a whole shit ton of our shows over the years. But yeah, we appreciate all the people that have taken the time, to write about us, talk about us, listen to our music. There's just, we're an underground band, and we've just had all these years of support, and it's very cool to be a part of that.
Right. And as I was listening to your albums again, I just felt you would be a great support for like Hailstorm. I think you would fit in with that crowd.
I think we definitely headed more in that direction as we, went on. We kind of became a lot more polished. But yeah, thank you. They're a great band.
Yeah.
Lizzie's a great vocalist, and that would be fun.
Yeah.
We would have played with anyone at any time when we were super active, but
Right.
I feel like we were always finding our own opportunities, and they never really fell in our laps. We were always pushing and shoving and clawing
Yeah.
through to get be heard and be seen and have an opportunity to just play, which is what we love to do.
I mean, with everything you got going for you, the talent, the image, just the music itself. I mean, yeah, I don't know why. you guys really should have, but no, no, just
I mean,
nobody knows why.
our theories as to why it didn't
Of
work out
course.
were like we lost a lot of members. They passed away over the years. That was
Yeah.
difficult for us.
Yeah.
We partied a lot. We probably pissed a lot of people off. We pissed a lot of venues off. We probably pissed some promoters off. It's just like life. We were just being ourselves. We were probably pretty stupid in some ways and sometimes. I don't think we were a very disciplined band, like at all in terms of I don't know.
Yeah.
These days, kids are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Some kids have never, and I respect that because I'm sober now, but, like they haven't touched a drop of alcohol. They haven't gone down that road. They aren't reckless. Um, and we were like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
We were like completely reckless, completely insane, partied for days. I don't remember parts of my tours and we were just crazy. We were
Hmm.
kids. We were crazy. And who knows, maybe that had something to
Yeah.
do with it because there wasn't really a space for that kind of shit in when we came up. It wasn't 1983, right? Like
Yeah.
it was 2010. Like things had changed drastically. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the bands you hear about on the radio are very disciplined. They go to the gym. I don't know,
Right.
they get money from their parents and they have investors. And I don't know, we never had any of
Right.
that shit. So
Yeah. Things are
we were,
different now for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even now. That was like 15 plus years ago. So it's
Right.
even more, I don't know. You just have to be really focused on one thing if
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were just following your idols, living the
Yeah.
'80s, sex, drugs,
Um,
rock and roll, all the way. So
yeah, maybe to a fault, but
yeah.
that's there. I have no regrets.
Good. Right.
That's how it was, and that's our story.
Yep. Well, congratulations on being sober. I'm 5.5 years myself.
Nice.
Yep. How long?
That's
How about for
um,
you?
I have lost track, but it's at least we're heading into about three. I think I just passed 3 years in January.
Great. Congratulations. Keep it up.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely.
I never thought I would be sober, especially from all like I don't know, just
Right.
all the substances that we consumed.
Yeah. Well,
Literally, um, yeah, just
hey,
I'm grateful. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's one area of my life that I finally was able to find some discipline and focus that made sense for me. And
absolutely.
so,
Well, stay strong. Keep it up.
thank you.
Um, so now you might have more lyrical inspiration, I believe, being sober and things like that. But back to the albums, what were like your lyrical inspirations when you're writing the songs?
Man, I feel like some of the lyrics that I wrote, um, have just become like some of them were like self-fulfilling prophecies about like the way I see the world and the way that I live my life and the way I see society. I just feel like since particularly on Never Wanna Die, like so many of those lyrics have like become the world that we now live in, which is, there's just so much unrest, there's so much divide, there's so much
Mm-hmm.
conflict, and maybe it's always been that way, but I think that was where I drew a lot of my inspiration from. It was almost like I was trying to see the future of what was coming or something, and I feel like it might be here.
Right. Little things for sure. It's crazy. And just like how Hollywood too, they'll kind of throw things at you, and then all of a sudden down the road things happen. You're kind of like, what?
That's called predictive programming, my friend.
There you go.
There's no that is by design.
Yep. 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 I didn't want to say it, but yeah, I totally agree with that. So, um, so who was the your favorite band to tour with or open for?
Um, to be honest, we didn't get to play with a huge number of big bands, but we played with a lot of bands that were really cool, like our peers. But I would say Slash was really cool to us, and so was his band. Which, there were a lot of Canadian dudes in that band:
Oh, yeah.
Brent Fitz, Todd Kearns. They were always cool to us. I thought Sebastian Bach was super cool to us. Steel Panther was super cool to us. Um, and 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 above all, they all gave us a chance, which I respect a lot. Because we were always. I felt like there was one support slot and a million bands
Mhm.
fighting for it, and so we were handpicked by a lot of these bands to open for them or play with them, and that felt really cool. Um, but on the Monsters of Rock cruise, I would say Vane's my one of my favorite all time bands,
Okay.
and um, I mean it was so cool to even be on the same boat as them. I mean, I just love them so much. They don't come to Canada much, or I don't know. I know they recorded um, some of their music in Canada, but I
Yeah.
don't think that I don't think that genre is as big in Canada still as it. There's niche pockets for it in the U.S., but I don't know about in Canada.
Yeah.
Um,
So was that your first time getting to meet them?
no,
Okay.
I already knew them. I guess by that point, we'd played festivals. We played a
Oh, yeah.
festival in the UK with them. We well the main way I met Davy Vane was like we played San Francisco and I knew that was the home of Vane and we just sound checked with Beat the Bullet for fun and somebody like texted him being like there's this young band here and they just sound checked with Beat the Bullet and like Davy Vane came to the concert, like I
Oh,
was just like in the middle of the show. I was just like holy shit, that's Davy Vane. Um, which to me was a big deal.
wow. Absolutely.
That's kind of how we met him. And we ended up, partying as usual in his house. I don't know how much he appreciated that, but we anyway.
Yeah. So were you fangirling out then too?
I was fangirling out. I
Yeah.
mean, they're like the, to me, one of the greatest hard rock bands ever of all time. So it
Great.
was, and then yeah, so
And
I
now,
mean, even though we knew them, I'm still starstruck by them. I don't care.
yeah.
The music never gets old for me, right? The bands I love, they don't get old. I could be texting them, but still think it's really cool that I'm
Right.
in contact with my favorite bands. So,
I kind of fanboy out, here too when I actually communicate with bands that I've listened to or that I do listen to, and I'm like, I just kind of, and appreciative of that too so much, you know. So
yeah,
um, I'm just loving this journey so far, and the people I get to meet. So
nice.
yeah, I love it, and who knows, hopefully things will take off for you guys, and we can make another big interview, and you know, and we'll see how that happens.
That would be
It can
cool.
only happen. So, well, anything you would like to say to your fans? Anybody listening?
Um, I just want to say thank you. Like all the support we've had over the years. Um, we were just a little band from Toronto doing what we do for fun. It was all about fun, and we were just lucky to have people who took an interest in us and
Yeah.
listened to our music and came to our shows and all the way down they booked our tours. They came, venues took a chance on us,
Hmm.
bigger bands took a chance on us and let us support you know them on their tours. So it was all a labor of love and we're just grateful.
Awesome. No, and we thank you guys for putting the music out and for doing the shows for us to enjoy. So
Nice.
yeah,
Well, I hope we get a few more under our belt shows wise. It's been a while, but
okay,
I feel like that show we just played lit a bit of a fire under our butts to, you know, we had something that we really enjoyed to do, and to us it was special. So
yeah,
hopefully we get a, you know, at least a hometown show would be amazing.
okay. Well, promoters, Toronto, you let's book it. Make the email, not the phone call. So I like to end the segment here with asking you if you have any questions for me, the fans.
That's a good question actually, but um, does any I don't know.
No,
haven't thought about that.
I know it's kind of on the spot. I should probably always pre do that. Um, no, the only one was Johnny D. He asked me why I'm doing this, and I informed him it's my love for music, my passion. I'm a fan first, and I just want to let other fans know about other music. So
Nice.
that's just
Well,
really what it is.
I feel like, I know people say that trope, rock is dead and all that stuff, but I do truly feel like, you know, ask a kid who's 13 if they know who Jimi Hendrix is. They might not, right?
Right.
And it's shocking to see how quickly um, things
Yep.
filter out of society, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
somebody listening to 80s music or this hard rock stuff that we all love now is like listening to music in like the from the 20s or 30s, um, when we were, kids, or I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
would never have done it, and I wouldn't have known about it. So I totally get why they might not know
Yep.
whatever Rat, Poison, Britney, Fox, whatever, right? Like
Yep.
I get why they might not be aware of it, but
No.
it's important that people like you guys are like talking to fans and keeping our
Yeah.
names out there.
Oh, absolutely. Just want to spread the word. And like you were talking, the only way these kids know those bands is from their parents.
Yep.
So, because everyone I meet, they're like, "Oh, yeah, my parents play it all the time." So,
Thank God for that, huh?
exactly. So, seeing more younger generation at the shows, which is always great to see. So, parents, please, yes, bring your kids to these shows, right?
It's true. Yep.
All right. All right. Well, thank you again so much for your time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope 2026 is a wonderful year for you and for Diamonds.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Dan Husingay. Thank you for flying with us. Take care. God bless. Cheers.
Bye.